So here we are at the settling basins, and the cool part about these, if you look at the size of these tanks, the water is flowing through them so slow. It takes up to 24 hours sometimes for the water to go from one end to the other. Yet the plant is pumping 24 hours a day at somewhere around 3,000 gallons a minute.
This is part of the previous upgrade at the plant. This is the portion of the plant that was in service when we started the membrane upgrade.
We're looking at pre-treatment, so this includes a settling tank,
Flocculation
and settling, which are the, I just said that 3 times. so
after the intake screens and wet wells, the next stop for the water is right up these stairs.
Now this is kind of cool because you have so many little motors going.
So under the floor here are 4 flocculation chambers. Each flocculation chamber is divided by a stainless steel baffle wall, and the water enters in to one side with a horizontal blade mixer at a higher speed. It goes through the baffle wall to the other side of the chamber where the horizontal mixer is spinning at a slower speed. This creates turbulence to mix all of the coagulant and the surface water, turbidity and everything together, and it causes it to clump together like snowflakes into what we call flock. After the second chamber, the water is moved to the settling basins through a flume way. The settling basins will allow that water to slowly travel through the basin and settle out all the accumulated flock.
So it's going from that to this.
Right.
Nice.
Those are essentially the mixing chambers. These are the settling chambers. The water depth here is right around 14 feet. And all 4 of these basins work in parallel. At the bottom of each settling basin, there is a chain conveyor of flights that runs out to the far end, scrapes the floor coming back. At this end, there are pits, 3 conical pits at the far end that have hydraulically actuated tubes which draw the sludge up out of the pits to get rid of the waste from these tanks.
All right. How fast do those flights move?
Pretty slow. You can see the movement of the chain here, but then that doesn't really, that's not a good, because it goes
You can
through
see
gears.
how slow it goes.
Yeah, but then after
That's
the
not
gears,
moving
the
very
flights
fast.
actually move slower. Yeah.
About how long does it take your water to go from one end to the other?
Oh. Well, this is the slowest portion of the treatment. The detention time in these basins can be anywhere from 6 to 24 hours depending on our flow rate.
No kidding, wow. That's a long time.
The far end, there is a dispersion or collection pipe, and each basin joins into one manifold behind the building underground, and that large pipe is carried into the new building, and the UF pumps pulled directly from that.
So even though the water is in here for a long period of time, you're still flowing 3,000 gallons a minute.
Yes.
So that's hard to envision that your water is moving so slowly here, yet once you get to your main plant, it's moving pretty fast.
Right. It's the size of these tanks is what allows it to be such a long detention time.
And you said 15 feet?
Roughly 14 feet, yes.
14 feet? Yeah. You could put diving boards on both ends.